Hey everybody, this is Lucas from ATV.com and I am at Windrock Park in Tennessee. My companion for the trip is a Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 Mud Edition, so I figured it might be time to go see what kind of trouble I can get myself in. I'm going to look for a little mud, I'll look for some rocks, I'll look for a little bit of dust to kick up while I'm at it. Let's hit the trails. When you're putting in hard miles on your ATV or side-by-side at a place like Windrock Park, you need parts you can rely on, and that all starts with your CVT belt. If you want a belt that's proven to withstand the harshest environments and most throttle-happy riders, a Gates G-Force Redline belt is where your search should start and end. Simply put, this belt is built for the wildest ride you can throw its way. They are designed with the highest temperature handling materials, less speed loss due to heat, greater axial stiffness, and are strong enough to harness the energy of the most powerful engines in the industry with unflinching durability. For more info, hit the link in the description. Windrock Park is the largest privately owned off-road park in the entire country with 73,000 acres available. To say there's a lot to explore here is a big understatement. I had a chance to get myself acquainted with the heavyweight sportsman on some flat, easy-to-ride trails, but Windrock has seemingly endless options depending on how far you want to push yourself and your machine. There were many ultra-long wheelbase sport UTVs and Jeeps that were ready to go after the toughest trails Windrock has to offer. While I wasn't ready to take on some of the more extreme rock climbing in the Sportsman Mud Edition, I did make a point of playing on the rocks where I could. The mud tires on the Sportsman are not exactly designed for rock crawling, but when I flipped the switch to all-wheel drive, they performed better than I expected. The 30-inch tires let me approach rocks head-on without worrying about the bumper touching first, while the 13.5 inches of ground clearance makes getting over smaller rocks and trail debris easy. But the mud is where this ATV is meant to play. Being as I came here in the middle of summer, there wasn't a lot of the sloppy stuff to be found. However, after a little exploring, I did find a small mud hole to put this Sportsman to work in. As expected, it had no trouble crawling through the limited mud I was able to spot at Windrock Park in July. It was also fun to blast through puddles at high speed and send the water flying. If I'm being honest, the XP 1000 Mud Edition would probably be best suited for spring and fall riding when you're going to find a lot more wet trails and deep mud around here. That is exactly what this machine is designed for. We have found a little bit of that stuff to play in, but it has proven more adept handling kind of rocky terrain and climbs than I would have expected beforehand. It also offers a smoother ride even with these Pro Armor Mud XT 2.0 tires on kind of flat terrain than I would have ever expected. Usually you see lugs like that, you think it's going to be a real rough ride, but fortunately the XP 1000 Mud Edition has proven itself to be, a pretty comfortable machine all around. And let's be realistic, it's a much more adept machine than I am a rider. It can get me over and through anything that I would ever dream of taking on myself. As you can see for yourself, Windrock is a pretty fantastic place and you can find all sorts of fun while you're here. Do yourself a favor, get on an awesome ATV like this Polaris Sportsman, go exploring and see what kind of trouble you can get yourself in.